Hey, 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 we are back with another segment of the No Regrets podcast. I am super excited. I know you guys were probably looking for it on the 9th, which we do normally drop on the 9th, but I wanted to do a special one this month because I have an awesome woman, my mom. We welcome Barbara.
Hi.
We need some claps.
And of course, we got Asha in the house.
What's up, G Wade?
Super excited, super excited. So this particular month, I wanted for December to be totally different because my mom's birthday is coming up on December the 18th. And so we wanted to do like a little special treatment for you all. Just coming to get her perspective on her life with my dad, Asha's G Daddy.
G.
So we're super excited. Mom, you got something you want to say to the people real quick?
Speak to the people.
Oh, just enjoy life.
Period.
Yes.
Enjoy life.
sure.
Keep God in everything you do and enjoy life.
Exactly.
Enjoy life every day.
Every day. Y'all heard her. Enjoy life every day. So we're going to jump right on into it. As you know, the No Regrets podcast is all about the life, the lessons, and the legacy of the great late Leon Bell Sr. And who better to come onto the podcast and talk about the life, the lessons, and the legacy than the one that was with him for 51 years. That's a long time to be with one person.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Love, baby, and prayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love and prayer. And every day I read this book one time and I just took that for my inspiration. I would say every day, Lord, give me just a little more strength, just a little more strength, just a little more strength to make one more day, just a little more. Hold me up.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was hold me up just a little bit longer.
Is that the name of the book?
No, I forgot the name of the book.
That's all right. That's all right.
For sure.
But that was the part in it
that you really took away from.
yeah.
Yeah.
One day,
Hold me up.
hold me up, Lord.
little bit.
Hold my mule, Lord. Just a little bit longer.
Asha, you silly. You are silly. So if somebody was to walk up to you right now and ask you what is one part of life that you totally enjoyed being with Leon Bell, what would you say?
I would say the times when we lived in Chattanooga, the times that we just put y'all in the car and we would go to Shawnee's and we would just have
yes.
a good time.
Not Shawnee's.
Yes,
Yes,
it was.
those was some-
yes. And
that
Cindy and them
fudge
had
cake.
them little Shawnee big boys. Yeah, that was some enjoyable times. I
Yeah.
really did enjoy those times. Just being together, and then just being at church and just singing and all when he played for the Gospel Pearls, our group that we had.
Yeah.
Oh, that was something else. Yeah.
Y'all talk about that a lot.
A
I used to
lot.
talk about that a lot.
So what really drew you to that? Was it his plan?
Yeah, well, this lady, our youth choir, we was at a program on at church, and he was playing for Friendship, and they were there, and we needed a musician for our youth choir.
Okay.
So she looked at me and I looked at her, and we put our heads together. So after church was over, we went to him and talked to him and asked him what he'd think about it. And he said he would think about it, and he'll pray about it, and he'd let us know. The lady was May Helen Percy. And he thought about it, and he thought about it. So then he got back with us and told us he would do it, and that's how it started. It was church. Church, baby, church. Church.
Y'all heard it from a wise woman there.
Yeah.
If
If you want a man, go to church.
It was church.
And I remember the Gospel Pearls,
Yeah.
even in that time, Daddy would make y'all's uniforms.
We did make,
Bro.
we had, it was Yeah, he made we didn't have a one uniform. It was dresses.
Yes.
And they were different colors. One was green and some was orange and
Yep.
yellow.
Yep.
He made every last one of those dresses.
Yes.
Sure did.
That's crazy. That's
Yep.
my boy.
made
You know what I want to know? Because my granddaddy told me his side of the story. How he asked you to marry him.
He did it through a letter.
Through a letter.
Through a letter. He was in the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Through a letter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, hey, that to be that far away from home,
Yeah.
and then you're at the forefront of his brain. Hey, that
says a lot.
That says a lot. That's
Yep.
that's love.
That was it. Through a letter.
He said, because I asked him one time, I said, G-Day, how you propose to G-Mom? Was down on one knee? He said, no. He said, I wrote her a letter.
He did.
I said, you wrote her a letter? He said, yeah. He said, I asked her to marry me in the letter. I was at the war. And I said, how'd she respond? I said, she respond like, did you get the letter back quick? He said, no, it took a minute. I was a little nervous. He said, he said, when I got it though, he said, he said, I just smiled from ear to ear for days. He said, I couldn't wait to get home. I just smiled from ear to ear. I said, that is so cute. You wrote a letter. Do you still got it?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like,
don't
because you
have the
typically
letter,
keep
but I have a
everything.
card.
That
Yeah.
part, Asha.
You typically keep everything. I'm surprised you ain't got
I
it.
do have the card.
You got the
Yeah.
card.
I have a card.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the good part of your life, and I remember going to Shoney's too, boy, up there by Zares. We'll get
Yes.
those fudge cakes,
Yeah,
eat
boy.
them Shoney Big Boy burgers. Anybody that know about Shoney's, you all know what we talking about. And we would play on the big Shoney Big Boy that was outside the restaurant and just have fun. Those were the days when,
Yeah, that was back in the day, Sean.
we didn't have a care in the world.
Yeah.
We didn't care. So what would be a lesson, as his wife of 51 years, what would be a lesson that you took from him?
I would say, well, for one thing, I learned from him how to manage money.
Yeah.
How to
Okay.
pay those bills, whether it might be due on the 15th. If you got that money, then go and pay that
pay it
bill
on the first.
That's
right.
That is so
I
funny.
have learned
That's right.
that I did learn.
Yes.
That you don't wait till the due date to pay the bill.
That's
Just
right.
go
Pay
on
it
and
if you got it.
Go on and pay it.
And it's so funny you say that because I remember that one time you got in the car, you was mad because he was asking you, and I think we had like 3 weeks before the bill was due, and my mom was like, I don't know why he's just worried about it. We got a few weeks. And I told her then, I said, Mama, Daddy is just preparing you on how to manage and take care of the household when he's gone.
Yeah.
And we didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
I was just really trying to calm her down and get her to understand there's going to come a point when you are going to have to take care of this. And he didn't want you to be one of those widows that just did not know, because there are a lot of women that lose their husbands and they just really don't know
don't know how to live life, don't know how to manage life, don't know how to do nothing.
Right.
And I mean, it's good but bad at the same time. It's good because you had somebody that was just gonna do it for you, but it's bad because you by yourself.
Right.
Who's gonna do it?
Who's gonna do it now?
So now you got to step up to the plate. So yeah, he was definitely. I know that's something that was very important, like to make sure that we all knew how to carry on without him. So
Exactly.
financially.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I know in a previous podcast, Asha, you mentioned that.
Yeah, for sure.
That he talked to you a lot about managing
man.
your money.
Listen, they don't call me the rich cousin for nothing. I'm working on it. I'm
Not
still
the
working
rich
on it.
cousin.
But yeah, that's something I took from him. That was something that, G-Daddy was the first person to sit me down and do a budget.
Yep.
Even though I strayed away from it when I needed to, and like growing up, getting into adulthood, I figured it out. Like, I'm like, okay,
Yes.
G-Daddy taught me how to look at this and look at that.
Right.
G-Daddy taught me how to pay things ahead of time so I could have a little cushion. So,
Right.
yeah, so that's something I value a lot because, money is a generational thing, not
is.
knowing how to manage it.
It is.
And that's something that I know that I know he tried to keep it he tried to keep that at the forefront. Hey, have you paid your bills? Yes, sir. Is this paid on
Yes.
time? Is that paid on time?
Yep.
What are you looking like on this?
Right.
You know,
Right.
do you have enough to do what you want to do? And I'm
Right.
like, yeah, you have enough to actually go on a trip. Absolutely. You know, so
Right.
Right. And that was one thing, even with us growing up, we never got that lesson like that.
Yeah.
But as we became adults and we started our own family, that was something that he would definitely, be like, hey, so why haven't you paid this bill?
Right.
Especially if you had to come to him and ask for a few dollars, what are you
bad
doing
for
with
you.
your money?
Yeah.
Like, bro,
getting a whole lecture. Like
whole lecture.
Now I seen you with your friends, but
Right.
now you need $20. Listen, man, I give you the 20 on Friday.
Right.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna draw interest. I'm gonna give you $25 on Friday, and I want my 25. Yes, sir. I got you. I got
That
you.
part,
That's
that part. And one thing, even growing up that I have come to know in my adulthood, the true meaning of if you give, God will give back to you.
Absolutely.
That was one thing that I've always seen Daddy do. He always gave, whether it was his time, whether it was his talent, or whether it was his
money.
treasure, which
Yeah.
is his money. He always gave. And even in the moments where it seemed like we were not going to make it, God would always send somebody, or he would show up some type of way. So I know for sure that giving does work.
Absolutely.
I've seen it operate in my childhood, and I definitely know in my adulthood that giving works. So how would you like to see us, Mama, carry out the legacy? Like, how are you going to continue the legacy of his life when it comes to just enjoying life, managing life, and just loving God the way he did?
Well, for one thing, I would like my heart, I really would. I'd like for us as a family to start back singing.
Well, ma'am,
No,
That I do.
you're
listen,
not doing that. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Well, you asked the question. I'm just
Um,
telling you how I feel.
we totally understand how you feel.
Okay, how I feel.
You
Okay,
can't listen.
that's how
I hate to
feel.
tell you, baby, but
That's how I feel.
listen,
Yes.
sweetheart. We
But
want
as
you to
far-
have that, but
Yeah, and
your kid's crazy. He ain't doing
And
that.
I'm going to, well, I know he didn't. Oh, for one thing, I'm going to take care of my health.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am going, I try to do that every day. Try to take care of my health. Take care of myself first, my health. Because that's very important. That's
Yes.
very, very important is
Yeah.
to take care of your health.
Right.
And another thing I learned from him was that his legacy is, like I said, paying on time. Don't wait. Don't hesitate.
Right.
Procrastinating.
Yes.
That I got to get. I'm learning to try not to procrastinate so much on some things. On some things I have.
Yeah.
And I am trying my best not to let that happen again. But I mean, I just learned so much from him. Like I told you that time when Michelle, when you was over here and we was doing something about the bills or something, and I showed you all of them folders I had.
Yes.
And I said, I learned from the best. I learned from him. I learned how to do that. So I feel right now that I'm at a place in my life now where I can be me. I can be comfortable. I can enjoy myself. I don't
Yes.
have to,
Yeah, for sure.
just worry about what people saying about me anymore. That he did not worry about.
He
just
sure
did
didn't.
what he did.
Yes.
So I'm going to do what Barbara Bell gonna do,
I know that right.
and I'm not gonna worry about what is being said because I can't.
That's true.
If I did that, I never would. I never would. It never will happen. So I'm just I just enjoyed the life I had with him. I mean, like I said, it wasn't good. It wasn't always good. It wasn't always bad. But I
Yes.
remember on our first date, we was going to the movies. We was going to see this show, this movie, The Love Story. I think that was the name of it. You had to be 18 years old.
Uh-oh.
Of all times, I didn't have my ID.
Oh man.
They did not believe I was 18 years old.
Wow.
And guess where we ended up?
At church.
Mm-mm.
I know he was mad though.
Yeah, he was up. Yeah, we were. Guess where we ended up? We didn't let that spoil it. We took that night and we went to the wrestling match. That's what he enjoyed.
That was his
And
favorite.
That's when
That
I
was his
learned about
favorite.
Tojo Yamamoto. Yeah,
Calm
I
down.
seen him in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yes.
did not let that spoil our night.
Oh, that's
He was
nice.
probably hoping y'all couldn't get in the movie.
All right, I was gonna say he was secretly praying on that, like, please don't
He was
let it.
probably
I
hoping
don't
we
want to
can't
watch
get
no
in
love
Because
story.
He did love his wrestling.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
did.
for sure.
He watched that
Yeah.
until
Until
the
literally.
Lord said, "Come on."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this has been real. I mean, again, this is the No Regrets podcast. And as you can see and hear, my mom has no regrets of the 51 years that she been with Dad. And this has been exciting, to come and sit and talk to her. And she'll be back, trust me, because I know there are plenty other stories. But as I always say, if you ever want to be on the podcast and talk about the life, the legacy, and the lessons of my dad, just comment below and we'll schedule a time in which you can be a guest on here with myself as well as Asha. Asha, you got any final words you want to give the people?
No, but I just want my grandmama to know I'm trying, baby. I tried it. I tried to get your family together, let them sing for you, but they crazy, girl. They crazy.
It is
Some
so.
folks is crazy.
But you know what? I can be thankful.
We'll get it together one day.
But wait a minute. Let me finish. But I am thankful to God. They not singing with me, but they're singing for him.
Yeah,
in
for sure.
Somebody's church.
Yeah.
And they are all saved and they know God from the bottom of their heart. So that gives me joy. That gives me joy.
That's what's up.
Well, praise God.
That's what's up.
We on a firm foundation. Hallelujah.
For sure, for sure.
That's one thing that we can say. We know about God. We know how to sing wherever we are, and we know that he's in our hearts.
For sure.
Amen. Well, with that being said, listen, stay tuned for the next episode of No Regrets. We'll look forward to seeing you all. And listen, have a great holiday season. Love on
Merry
you,
Christmas,
Please do.
Happy New Year, Feliz Navidad.
all of that. Happy Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa.
We don't want to leave anybody out. So enjoy your time, enjoy your family, because
Please
life
do.
is short.
Yes,
and
it
we
is.
want you to enjoy every moment that you get. And make sure you enjoy those moments with no regrets. We're
Yes.
signing out.
Peace, peace,
Peace.
peace.
Good. Yeah.